Hello, my fellow anglers and friends. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the fishing forecast for a very particular day, the 6th of December, 2025. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. December, really? But trust me, this day might just surprise you, especially with a moon phase that promises a potential kick for our hungry predators. Stick with me, because I'm going to break down exactly what to expect, where to cast your lines, and what baits to tie on to make this winter day a rewarding one. You'll learn the little tricks that turn a slow day into a memorable catch. All right, let's talk tactics for a few of our favorite winter warriors. First up, the mighty pike. In these colder conditions, my friends, pike will be conserving energy, so you need to bring the meal to them. Look for them in the deeper sections of lakes and slow-moving rivers. Think submerged features like fallen trees, dense weed beds, or sudden drop-offs where they can ambush prey without expending too much energy. For your tackle, forget those fast, flashy retrieves. We're going for low and slow. Dead baits like a sardine, sprat, or a section of lamprey, fished on a simple sink and draw or paternoster rig, are incredibly effective. Present them right on the bottom, or just a foot or two above, allowing them to appear as an easy, substantial meal. Large, slow-moving soft plastic lures or jerkbaits worked with a deliberate stop-and-go retrieve near the bottom can also entice a strike. Remember, a smaller, easier meal is often more appealing when they're saving their strength. Next, let's chase some perch. These aggressive little predators feed all year long, and winter can be a fantastic time to bag some bigger specimens. Unlike the smaller perch that shoal, the larger ones tend to be more solitary. You'll find them holding tight to structure. Jetties, bridge pilings, rocky outcrops, drop-offs, and even the edges of canal beds. Anywhere they can find cover and ambush smaller bait fish. For tackle, a light spinning setup with small to medium soft plastics on jig heads is a winner. Drop-shot rigs with small shads or grubs can also be incredibly effective, allowing you to present a bait precisely in their strike zone. Don't forget the humble maggot or a small piece of worm on a light ledger or float rig. Sometimes the natural approach is best. Work your bait slowly with gentle twitches, mimicking a struggling baitfish. And for those of you braving the sea, let's talk cod and whiting, true winter classics. Cod tend to migrate inshore between October and February for spawning, making them accessible from the shore. Look for deeper gullies, rough ground marks around 50 to 100 feet deep, piers, and sheltered headlands. Whiting are often prolific from piers and beaches in winter. Your go-to baits should be lugworm, ragworm, squid, or small strips of fish. A 2 or 3 hook paternoster rig cast out to those deeper, rougher grounds will increase your chances. The key here is to keep your bait static or with very minimal movement, as fish in colder sea temperatures are less inclined to chase. Now for the science, my friends, the conditions. Understanding these is crucial to unlocking a good day's fishing. Let's start with the weather. On the 6th of December 2025, across the United Kingdom, temperatures will hover between a chilly 4 and 11 degrees Celsius. It's certainly winter, but not intensely cold. A moderate southwesterly wind reaching up to 4 Beaufort will be noticeable, which could create a chop on larger waters and might feel quite raw. Expect intermittent light rain or drizzle throughout the day, with skies remaining largely overcast. Atmospheric pressure may fluctuate, with a general tendency towards lower pressure systems, which can sometimes make fish lethargic. Dress in layers, my friends. Waterproofs are a must. Water temperature. This is a huge factor in December. Sea temperatures around our coasts will be chilly, typically ranging from 6 to 11 degrees Celsius. Inland, our lakes and rivers will be even colder, often dropping to between 2 and 10 degrees Celsius, especially in still waters and after a few frosty nights. This cold water significantly slows down a fish's metabolism. They're not as actively chasing food, so they'll be looking for easier, less energy-intensive meals and often seeking out slightly warmer pockets of water, typically in deeper sections or areas with less current. And the moon phase. On the 6th of December 2025, We're looking at a bright waning gibbous moon, almost fully illuminated at 96 to 99%. It's only a day or two past the full moon. Angling lore suggests that days surrounding a full moon can sometimes trigger intense feeding periods, especially for our predatory species. While fish can be wary in bright moonlight, the increased gravitational pull seems to stir something in them, potentially creating specific intense feeding windows, particularly during low light periods like dusk and dawn, and even into the night when the moon is prominent in the sky. So, what's the overall prognosis for fish activity? Considering all these factors, my friends, the general fishing prognosis for the United Kingdom on the 6th of December 2025 is capricious but potentially rewarding. It won't be an easy day. The cold temperatures, light rain, and potentially fluctuating pressure will make fish a bit more cautious and less inclined to chase. However, the bright waning gibbous moon offers a glimmer of hope for increased activity, particularly for hardier cold water predators like pike and perch, and our robust sea species like cod and whiting, which are in prime condition this time of year. Dedicated anglers targeting deeper marks with appropriate baits and slow presentations should still find success. Patience and precision will be your best friends. So there you have it, my friends, your comprehensive fishing forecast for the 6th of December 2025. I hope this helps you plan your next angling adventure. Don't let the winter chill deter you. Sometimes the most challenging conditions lead to the most memorable catches. Tight lines, everyone. May your reels sing and your nets be full. If you found this forecast helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more expert tips, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. And tell me in the comments below, what are your winter fishing secrets? Have you had success fishing during a waning gibbous moon, and what are your plans for hitting the water this weekend? Share your catches, your stories, and let's build this amazing community together.